Hello, and welcome back to Adventures with Him. If you can tell, I'm not where I normally am for the home vlogs. So, we are actually getting ready for homecoming this week, and they have to make a float for homecoming, the kids do. And so, where I normally film is where a part of a float is put together right now. So, homecoming is actually this coming week, and so we should have it all out of here and everything by then, so we'll be able to get back to our normal location. However, the lighting here seems to be better than over by the other one. This is close to where I hung the light in the kitchen above the bar, and so that light seems to be a little bit better. So I may actually have to come back over to this one. Of course, we don't have all of our collector's items and stuff up here. We just have our photos here. So that's, I mean, it's okay. It's great, but I like having the collector's items to where you can see them when I do the home vlogs. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll need to change this up, and maybe we just need to start getting some new collectibles for these shelves. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to do this vlog to show you about the outside decorations that we've been working on for Halloween and for fall and Halloween. And so we're still not quite done with all of our decorations out there. I am going to show you the spider webs after we have lights added to them today. I do have one section that is not lit up yet. So the lights that I have on the spider webs, I try to use as much solar power as I can outside. I love the solar powered. A lot of people are like, well, they would rather have just lights plugged into a timer. That way they know everything's working and all that. And that's fine and all, but anyway, a lot of people would rather just have their lights plugged in and on a timer so that they know that they are, going to light up and that they're not going to have any problems with them, that they're going to turn on all at the same time and go off at the same time, which I understand, but I also like not having to pay for the electrical bills and not have to pull that extra, energy if I don't have to. And so, I actually prefer the solar over the plug-ins due to the fact that it's just better all the way around for, not having to pay for the electricity usage and being able to save that energy. And so I really like the solar. I have actually used solar for a few years now, and I don't have any problems with it. Now, every once in a while, I will see that one set didn't turn on yet, or may just need that little help to turn it on, just turn it off and turn it back on, and it'll come on. Every once in a while, I do see that, but I do have everything set up to turn on at 6 p.m., and so I can go out there at 6 or 6:30 even, just to make sure that everything is on before it actually gets dark outside. And so that's not a problem for me to be able to just walk out and check everything and make sure it's all on. So I really like using the solar. So if you haven't tried solar, give it a try and let me know what you think about it. If you order it from Amazon, you can try it, and if it doesn't work or you don't like it or whatever, you can return it if it's not working the way it's supposed to work. And so I utilize that as often as I need to, because when I order something from them, if it's not what I want or not what it says it's going to be, then I like knowing that I can return it and get a refund or get something else in its place. But so I do have the spider webs lit up. I did use the white lights that I used for my Christmas decorations outside. I only pulled out 3 strands of those lights to use. I do have more of them, but I only pulled out 3, so just short of having to go back into the attic, I'm just short 1 strand of lights to finish the spider webs out there. And I don't know if I'm gonna get back into the attic to get those down. It's so hot still right now, and that attic just is kind of blazing up there. So I don't know if I'm going to get those. I may just order in 1 more strand of them, and it'll just give me an extra one for, you know, during Christmas. But I definitely need 1 more strand to be able to finish those, and I'll show you that here in just a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. But I did, okay, so the spider webs out there are white, and so I did use the white fuzzy sticks or the white pipe cleaners to put those lights on there, and the strands of lights are actually black. It's a little bit noticeable during the day that those black strands are running up there, but it doesn't really bother me very much, and I think it's because the spiders on them are black that it really doesn't really bother me at all, that those are running up there. Also, when I ran the lights up the spider webs, I ran them on the back side of the webs and then attached the lights to shine upwards. I only attached them though at the segment points, so like where there's a web going up and there's one crossing over. That's actually where I put those fuzzy sticks and attached 1 light going through it. And so they're not attached to every light, and they're not attached very often. It's just at each one of those segments. And so you'll be able to see that. It is already dark outside right now. So this video will kind of be out of just order, you know, when you're looking at it, because I am talking to you about it now. I'm going to show you what it looks like in the dark, and then in the morning I will get up and go out there and show you what it looks like in the daytime so that you can see what it actually looks like, and you can see where I attached the lights and how I attached them and everything. And then the solar panels boxes that are attached, I put those on the ground. They come with the little solar boxes, have an attachment that go on the back and have a stake, and so you can stake them and then put them into the ground. Well, in all of the getting everything down and getting it put up, I don't think we got down the stakes for those. I think we just got down the strands of lights. And so I'm going to go out there and look and see if we did get the stakes down for them. But right now they're just laying on the ground at the end of the webs. And they're fine. It seems to be okay. But it really does need to be staked into the ground and standing upright. Mainly just like, you know, if it's raining or something like that. And it helps to keep that panel also into the direct sunlight during the day, and keep it from, you know, having like grass or anything like that go over it, so you can get the full amount of charge for the nighttime lights. And so anyway, I do have those done. We still are not quite finished out there, but we're pretty close. We're not going to do a whole lot more. I do have the lights up around the door now. I have 2 posts that don't have lights yet that I've got to put up. I am going to be a few strands of lights short, just because I have 1 set that's not working. So I'm going to have to contact Amazon about that and let them know that 1 strand is not working, so that I can either get them to send me another one or they'll just refund it. I'm not really sure how that happens or how that works, because they come 2 sets in a box, and 1 strand is not working. So I'm not really sure how they are going to fix that. So I will have to contact them to see. I have 1 window that is not decorated yet. I still have to put the leaves up for it and the lights up for it. The 2 posts I think that's it. So we're pretty close to being done. We're not decorating a whole lot this year as we are doing a new theme. It is loosely Harry Potter based, as you know, you've seen and we've talked about. I am still gonna look for getting a black cat to put out there. This is our cauldron for candy. This is what we put our candy in, and so this is gonna go well with our theme. We do have the fog machine. Not really sure if we're going to use it or if I'm going to send it back. I wanted to use it and I was thinking about using it, but I'm not sure that with the way everything is set up, if it is going to work good for us, because we don't really have anything out in the yard to fog, except for, I mean, it's just grass out there. I thought we would end up having like, I wanted to have a dragon out there, and I wanted to have a black cat, and I wanted to get some of the Dementors and things like that to put out there. But I don't know if I'm going to end up doing that this year or not. We're probably just going to kind of leave it basically like it is and just add to it next year. I try not to buy a whole lot every year. I try to buy just a little bit and then add to it each time. Last year we did Hocus Pocus, and so I bought things for that. And so this year, with us changing themes, I'm trying not to just buy a whole lot. But on the flip side, we haven't had anything really out in the stores yet. So I may try to go and look at Walmart or something like that again this weekend and see if they have anything else out. If I can find the black cat for McGonagall, or a dragon, you know, for the dragons challenge, or you know, the Dementors or something like that that I can put out there. I might get a couple of more things to put out. And I would like to get a few more of the lit pumpkins to put out there. We do have the one under the carport. I'd like to get one that's tall and kind of skinny to go beside it. And, you know, maybe a few more things, but I'm not real sure right now. Like I said, they just really haven't had anything out in the stores to be able to get. And I really haven't found anything online that just makes me think I have to have this to go with my decorations. Everything that I thought I had to have to go with the decorations I've already gotten. So, yeah, so anyway, that's kind of where we are right now. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm fixing to go out and show you what the spider webs look like, and we'll just kind of take a glance at the other lights and stuff that are up right now. And then tomorrow during the day, we'll do the rest of this video to show you what it looks like in the daylight and how we put it together. Okay, so I wanted to just show what it looks like now that we have put the lights on the spider webs outside. It's really hard to tell that it is spider webs right now. So these are the white solar lights. These are not the... So these are the yellow, these are the white. These are the ones that I actually use at Christmas. But as you can see, I'm one strand short going up the middle right here. So these are actually packed away in with our Christmas decorations. And so, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one done or not. I may have to try to figure something else out for this one. But, so this is what I used, and I will show you in the morning what it looked like as I put them together, so you can get an idea on how I put it together. And then this is the spider web that's in the corner over there. It also has the white lights on it. So I ended up running one strand around this big web, and then this one actually has two, and this web is enormous. I don't know if you can tell exactly how big that is, but that goes way out in the yard and then way up to the top of the house and back. So I actually ran one up this edge here and back down over there. This is my finger showing you. And then the second one is running up here and then back down here. And so that is two things of the light. So I'm definitely going to have to figure out this middle strand so that I can get it going. And for some reason tonight, all of my lights aren't coming on. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if I'm not getting enough sun going to them or what the deal is. Well, I guess this one just didn't want to come on to start with. But here's the door now. We do have lights around the door, as you can see, with the hanging candles, and then we have the candles on both sides here, and then we have hanging candles. I have one hanging candle that's not burning right now, so I just have to go over, turn it off, turn it back on. So sometimes they will have issues. It's this one right here. Sometimes they will have issues, so hang on just a second. You just have to remember that they are on timers, and so sometimes it's just these internal timers. Sometimes they just don't seem to set themselves off like they're supposed to, and sometimes they end up just having issues. And so I don't know why these solar lights, sometimes they just don't come on like they're supposed to. I usually try to come out and make sure that everything is on, because you can always just reset it and make it come on. But I'm still having issues with this one right here. It's just not working, so I'm going to have to contact the company. I just thought maybe it wasn't getting enough sun for the solar part of it, but it looks to me like it's just not going to work. So anyway, so I still have this one over here to light up. I still have this window over here to decorate, and I have one more post down there. So hopefully over the next couple of days we'll have everything finally done and ready to go. Okay, just to give you an idea on how these are done. So this is one of the lights, and it is put in here with a zip tie, or a fuzzy, not a zip tie, but a fuzzy stick or a pipe cleaner, and these are just done with the white. And then you can see that this is black, so these are just kind of hanging loose here. I didn't do every one. The only ones that I have put together are the ones that are just at these little sections right here. And so every section has a zip tie, I keep saying zip tie, pipe cleaner, or a fuzzy stick, whatever you want to call them. And so this down here is where the base is that has the solar panel, and then I ran them up, and they go up to the top, and then they loop back around and they come back down the side. So the first one actually loops all the way to the last one over here, and so you can see it just kind of goes down there and stops. And then the second one actually starts up right here beside the first one and goes up also, and it's connected. And then it goes back down and goes over. That's why the middle one does not actually have lights on it right now, because they came down with the second one. And I only have 3 strands of this. And so the third one is actually over here on this web. So you can see it's put in down here, and then it just loops and loops and loops, just to give you an idea on what it looks like in the daylight. So now
We're going to wait till it gets dark here in just a minute, and we're going to come back out and look at it lit up.